So I was a degenerate.
No, I totally avoided him. I said, you better start before I challenge this child, and then I made it so I avoided the child entirely.
Oh, God.
I avoided
Anyway, you're a degenerate?
Yeah, no, I was a
Get to
degenerate
go
back
loop
when I was
around
a
again.
kid.
I do?
Yeah.
With the child. Ah, fuck. I do. I will challenge the child.
Oh.
Nope.
Who's that?
Pokemon's a stealth game if you really want it to be.
It is.
It's true.
God damn.
This child doesn't move, though, so...
Anyways, why were you a degenerate?
Oh, so, back in, I think it was middle school.
Is this story gonna make me uncomfortable?
No. Do you want to be uncomfortable?
No.
Okay.
I play Pokemon for
Do you
comfort.
like feeling safe?
Do you like feeling safe?
No.
Well, then let me...
I mean, I do, but
Wait,
stop.
You want some cards?
Okay. So, I think specifically back in middle school. Either that, middle school, or intermediate. I can't remember which two.
What the fuck is the difference?
Intermediate is before middle school.
Oh. That's elementary.
It's like 5th and 4th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
That's
it started,
right. Your guys' elementary school, or your guys' school is weird, different than Colorado.
Yeah, especially with the pit.
Well, no, because I never heard of intermediate.
Yeah, neither have I.
Well,
Really?
no, it's because when did you start middle school? What grade?
6th.
Yeah, no, it's elementary school in Colorado until 6th. So 7th and 8th grade is middle school.
Yeah, because we had elementary and then we had intermediate, and then we'd had middle school and then high school.
I was just elementary from kindergarten up till 5th grade.
Yeah, that's very.
But that was weird because it was literally 4th and 5th grade, and the way the school was split, one side was 4th graders and one side was 5th graders. But yeah, in intermediate, that's when I started my rebel rousing. That's when I was, I don't know, for some reason.
Rabble rousing.
Yes.
No, it's rebel rousing.
It's rabble.
Rabble?
It depends on where you're from. It's like horror and horror.
Oh.
It's rebel rabble.
But yeah, no, apparently I was.
Because I consider it rebel rousing because you're going against fucking you're rebelling. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways,
so yeah,
argue about it.
no, because I would
That's not
always end up in ISS.
He's lived more in El Paso than he did in
Well,
Colorado.
Then he shouldn't
In
have any
Spanish, it's rebel rousing.
In Spanish, it's rebel rousing. And
Anyways, what are you talking about, Zane?
yeah, no, I used to be like literally a bad kid,
dance.
and
I always want to go to two shoes.
yeah, no, not how I am now. I really hated everything and did not like anything at all.
Ah, the edgy phase.
Yes, except I started it when I was too young. And but it was funny because I would always end up with ISS to the point where I was friends with the principal. And it got
You have to push.
yeah.
I hate this fucking.
Once you know how to do it, it's super easy.
Damn it!
You're fine.
No, he didn't catch
He's
me.
out of range.
Yeah.
Blind.
He can't see more than 5 feet ahead of himself.
Make sure you're healed and everything.
Yeah, I'm also gonna save right before I do.
So yeah, I got to the point where I end up in ISS so much that I would know the principal personally. And
Hey, Principal Eckert.
hey,
Skinner.
how's the kids?
Alright.
And
I
so
actually don't know shit about it.
I think it was in fourth grade. No, it was in 5th grade because I was about to go to middle school. I spent the last week of my school year in ISS.
I don't know why I thought you were going to say the last week of my life.
Yes. And then I got reincarnated again. So, but yeah, it was funny because I forgot what I got in trouble for. I can't remember. I just got in trouble for no reason.
Zane, you're in trouble. Get in here.
Yeah.
They just wanted to hang out.
Yeah, the principal missed you.
Yeah, last week you're hanging out with us. But the principal came in there to tell me personally that I am going to 6th grade, but you're just going to have to go to ISS for the last week of school. I was like, okay.
The principal walked in and was like, hey, you want to grab lunch?
Hey, lunch is on me. I got something to tell you.
So majestic.
She's very pretty.
Yeah.
She is.
Her hair freaks me out though.
Because it's wings.
And it also goes like out of her helmet and then goes over her helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're talking about like flying type gym leaders, Skyla's design is like one of the best.
Which one's Skylar?
The one that looks like she'd be a water type gym leader.
The flying type gym leader from Gen 5.
I barely remember Gen 5.
Her and Alessa are like two of my favorite designs.
Well, also
The electric type from
yeah,
Gen 5.
the fashion model.
Yeah.
So,
Changes her hair color.
how was ISS for you guys, if you've ever been?
Boring as fuck.
It was in the theater. It was in the It was in the auditorium underneath the stage of the theater. It was scary.
So the middle school I went to, like it was a private school, so a Catholic school. So there was the church.
So we didn't have ISS, we just had spankings.
Oh, we got
There's
paddled.
the church, and then like what's called the one like Catholic grounds, like in church areas, the rectory. But it was also like the front area for the school, so like where you would go if you're late. And then the school buildings were over here. So the ISS for me, I had to stay in that rectory building in the front desk area all day.
Really?
Charles.
Dang. Well, because we used to get SWATs whenever they just didn't want us in ISS. Like, it was, would you want 5 SWATs or do you want to go to ISS?
Do you want to fight a SWAT team?
And what the SWATs were, they were this giant wooden paddle that the principal would literally spank you with.
Yeah, you were definitely raised in a small town, because
You guys didn't have the paddle?
No.
The only like weird, creepy thing of like I think it was my middle school that I found is the church next to it. There was like a room underneath the church, and we just found one lone desk, and I was like, that's where detention used to be. For that one bad kid.
Oh my
and then
god.
I think someone found like ancient ass Coca-Cola.
Oh my god.
And I was, like it was like the bottles nowadays, but it was like clearly old as fuck.
Dang. But
That's a dragon.
because
Yeah, I
the
mean, it's just
principal would always call your parents and
Doesn't have a dragon type.
and they would be like, so your kid's in trouble, do you want me to give him SWATs or do you want him to go to ISS?
SWAT my child.
And they yes, your parents would be like, no, he needs to learn his lesson, go ahead and SWAT him. And I was like, oh god.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
For letting a strange man swap my ass.
Well, it was a woman.
It's not strange, you know him.
Oh, well, in that case, like, go ahead.
It was a woman.
It's like, no, just an ass. No, Mom, like, can I please have the SWATs?
Spank me!
Y'all need to chill.
Hey, I didn't.
I'm really lonely.
I'm really sad. But yeah, in our ISS, what would happen is that we would go there in the morning, and then through an entire day, we would be in this entire classroom that used to be like the culinary arts, but they didn't have it in
You have
intermediate.
fucking culinary arts in your middle school?
Yes,
What the fuck?
but
The 3 elective choices I had were art, handbells, and something having to do with computers.
really, because that's the thing we never had. We didn't have anything with technology.
And you couldn't repeat the electives.
Really?
So I was like, can I just do art again? I really like art. And they're like, no, you can't. I was like,
Dang.
why not? Because that's our
Because we don't
rule.
have any funding.
Because we had electives such as like art, and then we had
Is there
creative
a faster
speech.
way to take this thing down?
Switching to Katya and using special moves.
Okay.
Then we had
Because this
culinary.
is fucking annoying.
Because it raised its physical defense.
And we even had an elective called gardening, which a teacher had made, and we would go back out to a little small section that they had made, and we would literally like do plants. And
I won't be
garden
mega
stuff.
Heal it
evolving. I won't be mega evolving Katya or Makoto because Makoto will get fucking owned by this Pokemon.
I just want to see my baby Meadow.
But what was
I'll
cool,
do it,
what was
but,
cool
like, I
about
think I'd
the
fight a rival
intermediate
soon,
one
so.
is that there was a culinary room that was 2 rooms connected by a small hallway. So they cut the culinary one and they moved it to middle school. So in intermediate, it was just a room that was cut off, and no, it was middle school. My bad. It wasn't middle school. They had that culinary room, but they shut one side of it off, and one side was for ISS. When you would go in there, and you would have your cubicles that you would sit in, you know, and then the stools that you would have to freaking be tortured on every day. And
Dude,
what's,
the fucking ISS would drive me nuts.
So wait,
what
is
was
Ice Fang
fun
special?
This
what-
thing's super cool.
what was
Powder Snow
fun
special.
Okay.
is that
I get it.
they would give us a
Boost.
menu.
Fuck off.
because
might
instead
freeze
of going by
cells.
like the lunch that they have, like, oh, today's chicken nuggets and these 2 sides, they would bring us a menu that we could choose from for whatever lunch we wanted that day. You can have pizza
that
the
makes
whole
sense.
time you're in ISS if you wanted, or hamburgers, or freaking those Smuckers like jelly peanut butter sandwiches if you wanted.
Brett didn't freeze. Oh, I got Quick Claw.
Yeah. It's actually good, because that's going to kill it, because it's got half its health.
Nice.
I wanted it to land on red and be like,
On
was
one.
it?
Yeah.
Was it gonna kill it?
Because even if you...
I'll tear your ass dirty.
Even if Quick Claw didn't activate, it would have used Roost to
No.
regain health.
Oh, never mind. It's not our last Pokemon.
That's her ace.
Pelipper would still kill Makoto though.
Yeah.
And
subtile.
In my ISS,
Yeah.
we had to eat
There's
lunch
no
in that.
caliper doesn't have dragon.
Like
in
it was a
things,
corner
or ice.
specifically, like this little shitty desk that you
Yeah.
couldn't get up from, just in the corner, and you had to eat lunch there too.
really?
Yeah, it was miserable.
Because
I just remember they marched us out to lunch in like lines. It felt like a
and
prison.
everybody
Like a
would
chain
stare at
gang.
you, and everybody
It
would
felt
stare
like
at
a
you.
prison. Well, no, it was like between the 2 lunch periods.
Oh, because I remember
because-
they used to do it like that. You would go to like lunch, and people would just be like, "Look, those are all the."
Actually, I don't think
That's called the public.
I had
service.
ISS one time in high
Yeah,
school.
that's against the Geneva Convention, I think.
And what happened was that we would pick our lunches for that day, and it was so
It'd be
cool
fucking hilarious if he gets fully paralyzed.
because the lunch lady
Damn it!
or anybody who was bringing the lunch, they would bring the cart of food, and they would use the same cart that had like extra food on there. So if somebody was hungry, they would bring them more extra food.
Wow, so you didn't get punished?
We got luxury food. That didn't mean we didn't have to do work and stuff.
Well, yeah, but you would have had to do work in normal class anyways.
Yeah,
Even though if I did complete the work, I would still be like, what do I do? I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know, just sit there.
Yeah.
So I just started doodling.
Yeah, and that was cool because
I would read.
we would really like
Okay, so
get
I get to have
connected.
fun.
We would
Yeah.
get to, like connected with the teacher there, and she would let us take naps like out of the cubicle onto one of the chairs. And so
Did you stop the OBS one too?
No.
Okay.
Oh, but yeah, no, they would let us take like naps in the room, and then the teachers all like, get up, like she would physically wake us up because the principal or vice principal would be coming.
I don't really remember what my detention was like in either high school or middle school because I really never got into detention. I think I got into detention once, and that was the same day I hurt myself. Okay, I didn't hurt myself. I got hurt
Oh,
on
yeah.
school.
The thing with the desk.
I don't know if I told that on
No, I don't
the
think it's
show.
close, yeah.
So it was. It's actually the second to last day of 8th grade. So I'd leave middle school like the next day. And one of my friends and I got into a fight, like a physical fight,
Oh dang!
and I got sad.
Oh.
So I was moping on my desk. And my large friend named Oscar, who I'm pretty sure, because he's German, so Oscar.
yeah, I was
Oscar,
about to say that's cool.
I'm pretty sure has lost like a good amount of weight. I think he's in like electrical engineering now. He tried to cheer me up, so he tried to do that like 90s style or 80s style like slide across the car hood, but he tried to do it on my desk. And he broke the desk while I was sitting on it. And I fucking like the way it happened is I felt the desk land on my right knee. And so I thought all the pain would be there, and then I noticed there was a hole in my pants, and I was like, what the fuck? And I like put my finger in the hole, and it was like wet, and I was like, uh-oh. And then like I
put my finger
pulled
in
it
the
out.
hole and it kept going.
No, I pulled out my finger, and it was like red, and I was like, uh-oh, I'm fucking bleeding. The old ass desk cut my leg. So now I have a scar on my leg.
I don't think I've ever seen that scar, have I?
It's really faded.
He's tried to show us it before.
Yeah, I've pointed. You need to see it in the right lighting now. I also have a scar on my knuckle.
I got scars on my hand and face.
I got a scar.
Is it from construction?
Oh, the hand is most of the face was when I was a baby.
Face was something I got punched in the face.
Punch
You should
face.
see the
I
other
mean,
guy.
really
She's
tiny
easy.
scar
It was a Florida dude.
on my finger here.
It's not as cool.
I've actually got kind of a funny story about the
Really?
scar I've got.
Really fast. I go back to Route 120, right?
You go to the right, yeah.
Okay. Tell your scar story.
So I was, I don't know how old I was. I was a kid, maybe 12.
I think that
And my
was-
grandma was living in Corpus Christi, like right on the water. She had like a little pier coming off her house. She was like, it was like a condo or something. And I was like, oh cool, I'm gonna take the kayak out. And so bear in mind, I've never ridden a kayak before in my life.
You can scoot around the right without getting any encounters. Going in any grass.
Like, is it? What kind of kayak is it? Is it like
It
a
was
singular
like-
one or like?
It was
Yeah.
a little single one.
Okay.
You mean still be in the grass?
No.
No, I tried to do that. It stops me. There's a tree in the way. Yes.
You can go down and then cut through a little bit, and
Oh, well, yeah, but that's what I meant.
so you get to very, very little grass.
Okay, so what's your class? Anyways, you're selling your kayak store.
It's a short
we
tree.
took the kayak. God, this thing is killing you. Katya, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
So as I was getting into the kayak, it started flipping.
No.
All right.
Oh, she avoided it. Switch her out.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to kill one of Gigi's relatives.
What?
Well, no, it's a matter of speed. Her speed's just way too low.
So it started flipping.
Yeah, and so I was trying to steady it, and I reached out and I fucking cut the shit out of my finger on a barnacle.
Ouch.
Really?
Yeah, who knew barnacles were sharp?
Huh.
And and I was like, oh, what to do, Grandma, help me!
Grandma.
And that's my scar story.
Yeah, nice.
Well, that's one of my scar stories. I've also got a scar on my lip. I think I told that one on the podcast where I had a tooth that was crooked. I was jumping up and down on the couch, and then I missed the couch, and then my chin did not miss the coffee table.
Have I talked about, like, on any other episodes about, like, the one above my eyebrow?
No.
The crescent one? I have a small, like, a little crescent scar above my eyebrow, because, me and my friend used to, explore the monte, which is just urban land, with, like, shrubs and mesquite and stuff like that, because we were bored, and we were, like, maybe 14 or 15 at the time. And, after a while, we started setting up, like, a little small camp out there. Like, we made, like, a bonfire and clean out shrubs and everything, and we made a little base. And, after a while, we had saved up money, and we bought, like, actual tools to cut down stuff, like machetes and, like, axes and stuff like that.
Who sold children machetes?
I think we were probably 16 or 17 then.
I've never
If we legally bought it, we were 16 or 17 then.
If you legally bought it.
I think we legally bought it. And,
it sounds like a special.
so what happened is that my friend, I had saved up enough money for me to get a Gerber machete. And it was awesome because it had a serrated end and a bladed end along with a fire starter. And
It just sounds like the company that makes
Yeah.
baby food
Baby
sold you
food.
a
I
machete.
think it's the same company, actually.
It probably is.
Yeah, probably.
I know they sell another thing.
They do a lot of shit.
yeah. And my friend, he's like, well, I want to buy something too, but he didn't have money, so he had what literally had, and he bought like a cheap $5 like hatchet, and it was just metal on a stick. That it was like you could feel how it was kind of a little loose. And we went out there to the monte, and we started cutting mesquite and everything, and my friend was upset because his wasn't like doing anything. And so he's like, man, my thing sucks, let's trade. And I was like, no.
That's right, I remember this story.
Yeah. And I was like, no, like, dude, you bought it, just learn how to use it better.
If your friend got mad and sliced your face.
Yeah.
And I think Gerber Tools is a separate company, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. And then he got angry with me. And just cut me across but he missed. No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck.
No, he's all like, I was like,
Fuck, he missed?
No, not that.
Rude, Carlos,
No,
damn!
no, don't do me like that. I just completely did that.
What a dumb bitch.
and so we were like, I was like, fine, because he kept complaining about it. So I went to go and give him my machete for his hatchet, and I was cutting on a little, like, I don't know, like a stump left of a mesquite tree. And then for some reason, it felt like rubber or something. My hand like ricocheted back when I hit his hatchet on, right? And the back of the hatchet struck me in the face with full force. Like, literally full ricochet back to me. And I remember that after I was done getting hit, everything
Yeah,
was
like desert.
blue. Like, everything was like tinted blue, and I was like,
Oh, okay, so they're not the same company. Gerber Tools. Gerber Baby Food and Gerber Life Insurance is the same company. So Gerber Tools is a separate company.
oh, okay. And everything was. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, it's insurance and all.
Oh yeah, no, because everything was blue for a minute when I struck like my face, and I was like,
Blue?
yeah, everything was like tinted blue, and I was like, oh, please don't tell me I lost an eye. And I opened them, and I was like, okay, I still have my eyes. And I saw the hatchet on the floor. I was like, okay, well, I guess. And I felt my face. I was like, okay, I guess I'm fine. I went to go pick up the hatchet, and a stream of blood fell from my face onto the ground. I was like, I just like stuttered, and my friend, he's like, what happened? He's all like, and he just saw me covered, like my right side of my face was covered in blood and on the ground and everything. He's like, holy crap. And at the time, my friend wanted to be a doctor, so he
I'm
knew.
falling for that kid.
He had a lot of stuff knowing medical wise.
Do I
And
go up here?
No. Yeah.
he had
Oh,
took off his shirt and wrapped it around my face,
Aw.
and I was literally
That's nice to know.
that's
he
so
did that.
sweet.
Yeah.
and I was literally about to black out because I was losing blood.
Shit.
And he kept telling me stupid puns and jokes to keep me up because that's
Guess you're ahead of the game. Not now.
not now.
Maybe this will scar you for life. Fuck off.
Yeah, he knew how to make sure I was like still stable. And then I still remember this. I went home and in my back patio, I went to go see if my mom was there, and she was with company. And then she took one look at me. And then she's like, "You lost your fucking eye, didn't you?" And I was like,
No, it's still there. I'm just bleeding.
"I'm just bleeding
A lot.
And I was just, it was funny because I didn't know who those guests were. And apparently they were like friends of my mom. I don't know. And it was just hilarious. And so that's how I got a little crescent above my right eyebrow. Now,
Wow.
that's the only scar I've ever had in my life.
I used to live with my grandma's machete.
Really?
She had a garden.
Oh, dude, that's
I
awesome.
guess like trees and shit.
I have another scar story.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Scar.
You mind telling it?
sure.
Do we want to save it for next time? We're running long.
What time are we at?
Next time.
Yeah, next time.
Dragon Ball P.
I was actually going to say Sam Ball.
Pokemon.
Sam Balls.
Dragon
I'll
Ball.
also start this next fight.
They're huge.
Looks cute.
All right. Well,
Next time.
Next time!